We're working with sequences here, and this is a real-life scenario dealing with the cost of cell phones. And it says in 1991 the average bill was $87.60, and it decreased by 4% each year. What's the average cost in the year 2002? The very first thing we need to do is determine if this one is an arithmetic or a geometric sequence. The way that we determine that, it's an arithmetic sequence if we're adding or subtracting the exact same amount every year. In other words, if this one went down by $4 every single year, that would be an arithmetic sequence. If it's going down by a factor, something that we're multiplying it by every single time, that would be a geometric sequence. So in this case, it is a geometric sequence, and the reason we can tell that is it's going down by 4% every single year. So it's being multiplied by the same amount every single year. And that's we'll get to that in just a second. But now that we know it's a geometric sequence, we can bring in our generic formula for geometric sequences. And this one we can start filling in some information that we know. We know A of 1, that is the first term in our sequence, which is $87.60. We also know what the ratio is. And now this ratio, the cell phone bill, goes down by 4%. So if it was $100, if it was 100%, it goes down by 4%. That would put us at 96%. So R is 96% of the previous amount, or R is equal to 0.96. We'll need to convert that to a decimal at this point. So I plugged this in for the information I know, $87.60. This was the original amount in 1991. 96%, 0.96 is our ratio. Okay, it goes down 4%. That means we have 96% of what our previous amount. Now we need to just plug in, let's see here, cost in the year 2002. So we need to plug in something for n. 2002, let's see, if this one was the first one, 2002 would be the 12th one. And if you count it up, 91 would be the first, 92 would be the second, 93 would be the third, 1994 would be the fourth. And you keep going like that, 2002 would be your 12th. So now what we're going to do is plug in 12 right here for this n. You'll see that here and this n up here. If you wanted to, you could plug in what's on the right-hand side to your calculator, and that would spit out the answer. And that's the easiest route. But if you wanted to do it a little bit further, you could just simplify that. 12 minus 1 is 11. 0.96 to the 11th power is 0.6382393. Notice how I'm not rounding these. Even though it says round to the nearest dollar, which is the whole number, I'm not going to round this one into the very last step. I just multiply those two together. I find out that it's $56. So in 2002, the average cell phone bill would be $56. You don't need to include any dollar signs or like that, anything like that, decimals. For the online system, the computer has a hard time whenever you label things.